Let's kill us some cooties!
Hello, this is Farmori7, and you are looking at the brand new game released by Little Orbit. It's called Falling Skies, the game. This game is actually based on a TV show called Falling Skies, comes on the TNT channel. And it's important to note that this is a tactical strategy game. Just in case you're wondering what genre this is, tactical strategy. And it's not a first-person shooter. And part of the reason why that's important is because first-person shooters are arguably the most popular genre of video games. They are what is in the mainstream. They are the ones that seem to sell the most number of copies. And it's usually what people think of when they hear the phrase video game. They think of first-person shooters. And because they're so popular, people have a tendency to think all games are just like first-person shooters. And so it seems to fuel this kind of this idea that a lot of people, usually non-gamers, have of video games as a whole, that they, quote, rot your brain, like I've heard a lot of people say, that video games don't really allow you to think, and that really playing video games is pretty much a waste of time because you're basically just passively sitting in front of the TV, not really engaging yourself, no different than watching a movie. But one of the things about this game and strategy genres in general is that this is usually a very good exception to this general idea. Now, for the record, I actually don't play first-person shooters. Very, very, very rarely. I'll play. I have first-person shooter games, some of them, but I really don't play them. And if you don't believe me, you can look at my channel. I'm not trying to say that first-person shooters are a waste of time or that they're bad for you or anything. I'm really not against first-person shooters, but they're not my favorite genre. I really like strategy games. I play strategy games quite often, and part of the reason why strategy games, why I like them so much, is because strategy games really require you to engage your mind. They require you to think. They require you to solve puzzles and plan ahead. Not just plan ahead just for short term, but thinking multiple steps ahead, like 3, 4, steps ahead. And first-person shooters just don't have that slow-paced strategy kind of feel where you have to really engage your mind and really come up with the kinds of strategies that you would come up in a strategy game. And this is why I love strategy games. I play them all the time. And I was excited to try out Falling Skies, the game. Now, in Falling Skies, you get you get all the characters on the playing field, and you have to move their characters around, and the playing field is split up into a whole bunch of little squares, and you can move your character across the squares, or instead of moving, you can do other actions as well. But every action that you do costs a certain number of action points, and you only have a certain amount of action points you can spend per character. So it really forces you to really use planning, and you can't really rush through this game. And one of the differences between these types of games and first-person shooters is that, first-person shooters, you can rush through the game and be fine. These types of games, like Falling Skies, you can't really rush through it. You have to think, and you have to use planning, and it may take multiple tries to try to come up with a strategy that really works. And because of the system of how you can't do whatever you want with the limited number of action points, it really opens up a lot of possibilities for different strategies and different ways to tackle the obstacles and defeat the opponents. And there are so many different actions you can perform in this game, and I really don't have time to go over all of them. If you want, you can watch some of the videos on my channel. But Little Orbit on their channel has some pretty good videos. If you go to the Little Orbit YouTube channel, just click the link that's flashing right there on your screen. You can click that. Now, if your annotations aren't working, you can scroll down below this video and click the link in the video description. It'll take you right to the Little Orbit YouTube channel. But on the Little Orbit channel, there are actually several videos that you can watch about the Falling Skies game, and you can see there's guides on the enemies and characters and weapons and lots of different stuff. So I highly suggest that you not only watch the channel, but you subscribe to the channel as well. That way, whenever they upload new content, you will be automatically notified, and the notifications will drop right into your inbox. So those of you watching out there who are like me, who like to play something different, who like to be challenged, may not necessarily need to be a fast-paced game like a first-person shooter, but a game that requires you to challenge yourself and to think ahead and to plan. If you're that type of person, then I would suggest that you try out Falling Skies, the game, by Little Orbit. This game is already released. It's available for Xbox 360, and it's also available for PlayStation 3. And so you can have your choice of consoles there. Also, make sure you subscribe to the Little Orbit YouTube channel. They have other types of games other than just Falling Skies. In fact, almost all the games that they published are all based off of TV shows and movies. And so the great thing about that is that since they do such a wide variety of TV shows and movies, that also makes a wide variety of different types of games. So no matter what types of games you're into, and no matter what types of TV shows and movies you're into, it's almost guaranteed that if you were to search through their channel, you'd be able to find a game that would interest you, since they cover such a wide variety of different genres and types and things like that. So, make sure to subscribe to the Little Orbit channel. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel, Marie7. I do guides, reviews, rants occasionally, and I like to do not just Falling Skies, but a whole bunch of other different types of games as well. So make sure that you look at my YouTube channel, Marie7. Make sure that you please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below this video. And thank you very much for watching.
This'll expose them. Over there!
Got it.